श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। देवीं वाचमजनयन्त देवाः तां विश्वरूपाः पशवो मदन्ति सा नो मन्द्रेषु मूर्जन्तुहाना धेनुर्वागस्मानुपसृष्टुतैतु। नमः सदसे नमः सदसस्पतये नमः सखीनां पुरोगाणां चक्षुषे नमो दिवे नमः पृथिव्यै। अत्र भव्येऽस्मिन् प्लववर्षस्य प्रथमदिनेऽस्मिन् समागतेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः संस्कृत संस्कृति संस्कार हितेच्छुकेभ्यः अनन्तानन्त साञ्जलिबद्ध नमस्कारपूर्वक स्वागतं व्याहरामि। अतीव महदानन्दकरः विषयोऽयं यत् एतादृश समये राम मंदिर निर्माण समये रामराज्यस्य समये वयम् अद्य वसंत नवरात्रि समये रघुवीर गद्यम् आख्य एतादृश महत् ग्रन्थस्य परिचयम् अध्ययनम् अनुभवञ्च वयं कुर्मः इत्येव विषयः महान् प्रमोद विषयः। तत्रापि गुरुणा आशीर्वादकृतोऽयं ग्रन्थः गुरुणा अनुगृहीता एषा कक्षा अपि। एवं एतादृश अवसरे सर्वेभ्यः पुनः स्वागतं व्याहरामि। तत्र प्रथमतया अस्याः कक्षायाः नायिका अध्यापिका या अस्माकं बृन्दा भगिनी वर्तते, तस्यै हार्द स्वागतं व्याहरामि। वयं सर्वे तु जानीमः एव तस्याः लौकिक वैदिक परा अपरा साधनाः तु वयं जानीमः एव। द्वे विद्ये परा अपरा च इति यथा उच्यते उपनिषदि, तथा तस्याः साधनाः अपि एवं परालोके अपरालोके च विद्यते। एवं तस्यै स्वागतं व्याहरामि। अस्माकं भगवद्गीता कक्षायाम् अतीव परिचिता, अन्यच्च अतीव सर्वेषां प्रिय अध्यापिका सा वर्तते। तदर्थं पौनःपुन्येन वयं सर्वे स्वागतं व्याहरामः। कक्ष्याम् अधिकृत्य निमेषद्वये किञ्चित् अवतरणिका रूप प्रास्ताविकं वक्ष्ये। तच्च आङ्ग्लभाषायां समेषां सुलभावगमनाय किञ्चित् वक्ष्ये। रघुवीर गद्यं, that is the class which we are all going to undertake, the course which we are going to undertake. It is a journey of great bhakti. Vedanta deshikanam rachana vartate रघुवीर गद्याख्य एषा कृतिः. It is a great kriti by Sri Vedanta Deshika. Many people have used this gadya as a maha mantra in their life. Nitya parayane janaha sthapayanti. Tadrisha gadyam etat tadrisha kavyam vartate. What is the greatness so much if we have to analyze? If we have to summarize in around 3 minutes the greatness of this Raghuveera Gadyam, what are the benefits? Yataha prayojanam anuddishya na mandopi pravartate. Without knowing the benefits, nobody gets into any task. This is probably one intervention or one activity which can enable or empower us across all the layers of our existence and even beyond. Just like how we discuss in various other classes also, just by chanting this Raghuveera Gadyam, that is any Gadyam always has lot of physical activities in our body. The first thing directly is because of the arrangement of Sanskrit letters, because of that Ojas samasa bhuyastvam etat gadyasya jeevitam. This is the definition of Gadya Kavya. So there is Ojas, there is samasa bhuyastvam, lot of samasta padas which are there. When these are included in a Gadya Kavya, what happens is, it is a gym for your facial muscles. So directly at a physical layer, at the Annamaya Kosha level, the entire facial muscles gets a gym. And then in the body also, by lot of research and papers which we see, any of these kind of Gadya Kavyas or these Stotra Kavyas, when we chant, lot of positive hormones, it can be the GABA, serotonin, oxytocin, regulation of the dopamine, these kind of all the positive hormones are normalized, regularized. And along with this, our circadian and ultradian rhythms, that is, there are many people who claim just by chanting these kind of Gadya Kavyas, Raghuvira Gadyam, Sri Vidya Churnika, and all these Kavyas, they get a peaceful sleep in the night, which means their circadian rhythms are normalized, which is very difficult even with lots of medicines. So at a physical level, these are some of the sample benefits you will get. At a Annamaya Kosha, coming to Pranamaya Kosha, these, when you chant Deva Sura Samara Samaya Samudita Nikhila Nirjara Nirdharita Niravadhika Mahatmya, that kind of, what is the control, Pranasya Ayamaha Yad Bhavati, that is real pranayama. Without any effort, you are doing pranayama. So Pranamaya Kosha gets benefited. At a Manomaya Kosha, the kind of positive words which are there, the kind of chanting, and the kind of bhakti bhava, yogeshu bhakti yogaha vishishyate, is one proverb which is there. So that bhakti, when it comes, all the manas, that is artaha, vishannaha, shitilascha bhitaha, all this go away. So Manomaya Kosha gets fully regularized, normalized, cleansed, and activated and purified. Then when we come to the meaning of each of these, Mahavira Vaibhavam, who is a Mahavira? What did he do? Each of the kandas, each of the padas when we do, and when we understand just one small pada, if we take Shabari, Moksha, Sakshi Bhuta. So what was the story of Shabari? Why he was a Sakshi Bhuta and not Dayaka? Like this, when we start analyzing this and understanding the Vishesha Jnanam, the Rama Tattva, the Bhakti Tattva, the Yoga Tattva, the Vijnanamaya Kosha gets activated. Finally, when we understand that Rama Tattva fully, the Anandamaya Kosha also gets activated. And then we can go beyond these Pancha Kosha to the Moksha Sadhana, Mumukshutvam. We can start our journey from there. Like this, a simple Kavya which we think as Raghuvira Gadyam can give us so many benefits. And what we have just enumerated is only a little 0.0001%. The Drishta Bhava, what we told, the Adrishta Phala can never be explained by anybody. It only has to be experienced. And today, to take us through this journey, we have the most capable person, Srimati Brinda Bhagini. The reasons are many. Some of the reasons, she has personally learnt this Raghuvira Gadyam from our Guru Mata, Srimati Anantalakshmi Natarajan Mahabhagaha, who has done the Siddhi of this Raghuvira Gadyam, and Brinda Bhagini also. They have done the Siddhi of this Raghuvira Gadyam, and then they teach us. So you can always know the difference between a teacher who has done Siddhi of the Grantha and who teaches you than the other teachers. So let us all embark on this journey on this very auspicious occasion. The next 9 days we are going to have a great experience. I am sure all of us will have this Swanubhuti and Swanubhuti we are going to have, and let us enjoy this. Handing over to Deepankar Mahodaya for the basic instructions, and then I am sure all of us are eagerly waiting to hear that Madhurya Kantha or the words from Brinda Bhagini. So, Namaste Sarvebhyah Punah Swagatam. Ram Ram
Ram. So as sir has already told, welcome you all. And so from my side also, Ram 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 to all of you. Welcome to this amazing journey of Sri Raghuvira Gadyam. I'll not take much of your time, but before telling the guidelines, we would like to offer our salutations to our gurus. Gurureva gatihi gurumev bhaje guruneva sahasmi namo gurave na guroh paramam sisurasmi guroh matirasti guro mama pahi guro. So now these guidelines are for those people who might be using GoToWebinar, the platform we are using for this webinar course for the first time. So please listen carefully and follow the guidelines that I am about to say now. The first guideline is regarding reminder email. So you will receive 1 hour before, and here it is wrong. You will receive 4 hours before mail as well as a reminder to this course. Next is, as we have already mentioned, the platform we are using now is GoToWebinar platform. So if you are using a mobile, if it is Android or iOS, you can download that app, or if it is PC, you can just go to the browser, type GoToWebinar, and you can proceed with the class. Next one is having a good quality headphone and mic. Why headphone and mic? Because while the class is going on, you might ask some questions. For asking such questions or queries, you need to have a good quality mic and headphone. Next one will be asking questions. So this is an interactive class. You can ask if you have any queries while the webinar is going on. You can type the questions in this question area, which you will get it in the panel itself, control panel. So you can ask the question, against which the teacher will answer you at the end of the class or while the class is going on, according to its relevance. Next one is regarding confusions or raising hands. So if you have any queries or confusions, you can raise your hands. The teacher will notice once you can once you have asked some questions, it will be notified as this question mark, and you can raise your hands. Once the teacher sees, she will answer it. Next one is regarding course materials and recordings. So all the course materials and recordings will be uploaded in the course page itself, which is the link is I have given here in the sanskritfromhome.in. Once you log in the website, you have to go to the course. You just type Sri Raghuvira Gadyam in the search panel. You'll this will lead you to the course page where all the materials will be available, including the Sri Raghuvira Gadyam main text itself in 6 different languages. Now the last one is regarding doubts and questions. If you have any doubts after the class, don't worry, you can still ask the teacher in her email address itself. This is her email address, brunda.vyoma@gmail.com. And if you have any other technical issues or mail related issues, you can reach us in this email given above, which is sanskritfromhome@vyomalabs.in. Yeah, so this is all for now. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best in this journey of Sri Raghuvira Gadyam. Thank you. Bhagini, I now hand it over to you again.
धन्यवादाः महोदय. गुरुरेव गतिर्गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि। राम राम राम। सर्वेभ्यः हृत्पूर्वक नमस्काराः, स्वागतम्। विश्वनाथन् महोदयाय तथा दीपाङ्कर महोदयाय हृत्पूर्वक धन्यवादाः। आदौ नमः पुरस्तादथ पृष्ठतस्ते नमोस्तुते सर्वत एव सर्व इति अस्माकं सद्गुरून् श्री वेदान्त देशिकाचार्यान् श्री रघुवीरगद्यस्य नायकं श्री महावीरं श्रीरामं सीतामातरम् आञ्जनेयं च पुनः पुनः बद्धेनाञ्जलिना नतेन शिरसा प्रणम्य प्रारम्भं कुर्मः। अत्र अनेके ज्ञानवृद्धाः, वयोवृद्धाः, शीलवृद्धाः राराजन्ते। तेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः मम हृत्पूर्वक नमस्काराः। यदि दोषाः सन्ति क्षन्तव्याः इति प्रार्थये। Welcome once again to all of you to this yajna of Shri Raghuveera Gadyam, which we have commenced today on this auspicious occasion of Yugadi. Sarvebhyah Yugadi Parvanah Hardaah Anantaah Shubhashayascha. Let us all pray to have a blessed Yugadi and a blessed year ahead. First of all, I must say that we are very fortunate and blessed indeed that this yajna has started on a wonderful note by Shri Vishwanathan Mahodaya today, who explained to us the benefits. Though he mentioned that it is just a succinct explanation, he beautifully mentioned the benefits for the Panchakoshas and how in each stage of life we benefit by chanting such wonderful kavyas like Shri Raghuveera Gadyam. So my heartfelt gratitude to Vishwanathan Mahodaya for his very kind and generous words. At the outset, my humble pranams to my Guru, Vidushi Anantalakshmi Natarajan Mahodaya, who, as Vishwanathan Mahodaya already mentioned, she is responsible for introducing this wonderful Gadyam to me. So recently when I was preparing for this webinar, so when I opened the book in which she had handwritten the first few lines of the Gadyam to me, so she had meticulously written the date, April 1999. So during my school days, she taught me this Gadyam. So sitting at her feet, I learnt this, and almost every day she made some of us, her Shishyas, recite this Gadyam multiple times for a few months. So that is how much of practice she ensured went into learning any Gadyam or any Kavyam from her. So this course is definitely an offering to her to spread further this beautiful Gadyam which I enjoyed learning, and I'm sure all of you will also enjoy this journey with this beautiful Gadyam. So Hritpurvaka Vandanani to our Guru Mata. And I must also thank Vyoma Linguistic Labs Foundation. So they have been instrumental in creating Samskrita, Samskriti, Samskara consciousness globally. And initially, before my first webinar, that is Learn to Chant Bhagavad Gita, I was quite apprehensive of this online mode of teaching. It is only with the motivation and encouragement of Shri Venkata Subramanian Mahodaya, who is the COO of Vyoma Labs, and Shri Vishwanathan Mahodaya, who is the CEO of Vyoma Labs, and of course, Dr. Soumya Krishnapur Bhagini, who is our chief linguistic scholar. So with their encouragement and motivation, I took up teaching online. And I must say that it has been a very fulfilling journey, connecting with many Rasikas globally without having any limitation of geographical location. And especially now during this time of social distancing, and when we are unable to have physical classes, this mode of e-learning has reached many people across the globe, and we have benefited learning online and teaching online. So it has been a great learning journey for all of us. So we are forever indebted to Vyoma Labs for creating this revolution in e-learning and for creating this consciousness in each and every individual. So my heartfelt gratitude to Vyoma Labs. And I must say that for this course, Shri Raghuvira Gadyam, Dr. Soumya Krishnapur Bhagini has been a huge source of support, and all of you would be knowing she's a great Sanskritam scholar in Vyakaranam, and true to the motto of Vyoma, tradition with technology, she brings in her expertise both in Vyakaranam and her technical expertise, and she has been instrumental in going through each and every letter of the text which is presented to you in our course page. And along with the volunteers, she has been instrumental in creating this, in having this text in 6 different languages. So we are forever indebted to her for checking every little letter, sandhi, samasa, if it is perfect, going through the various versions of the Gadyam and coming up with this version, which is the authentic version, which is presented to you. Of course, there might be pathantaras also. In some versions, you might have a little differently presented word or something like that. But with all this, she has done a great job. A lot of effort has gone into it. So my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Soumya Bhagini and Deepankar Mahodaya, of course, who has coordinated this entire program, this webinar. Even this morning when there was some technical glitch, though it is a festival and it is a holiday, both Soumya Bhagini and Deepankar Mahodaya have worked towards seeing that we are able to meet today on this platform. So my heartfelt thanks to all of them. We have our panelists with us, Aditi Bhagini and Ishu Bhagini, who have practiced this Gadyam prior to the webinar. And even at a short notice, they have been able to put in that effort. So they will be guiding us with the Anucharanam, that is the repetition. My heartfelt thanks to them also. And thank you to all the audience for your encouragement and for being with us today. So I have no words to express what a marvelous Gadyam this is. Only when one experiences the joy of reciting, the positive energy and the vibrations you feel while reciting and while listening to the Gadyam, I think only that experience would truly do justice to what this the positive vibrations this creates. So it is not possible to explain this in words, because like I said, words would not do justice to it. So as already explained by Vishwanathan Mahodaya, this is a wonderful Gadyam, that is prose, by Shri Nigamanta Mahadeshikacharya or Shri Vedanta Deshikacharya. It is a summary of the Adi Kavyam, that is Srimad Valmiki Ramayanam, and the literary beauty is unparalleled. There are long words also, which while chanted in one breath, like Vishwanathan Mahodaya said, it would be breathing exercise like pranayama. And it is in about 94 to 95 lines. Salutations, that is Sambodhana addressing Bhagavan Rama in these 94 to 95 lines. As you all know, Srimad Valmiki Ramayanam has 7 kandas and it is in 24,000 verses. So that would be what we call Padyam, and this Raghuvira Gadyam is in the form of prose. And before we embark on learning this wonderful Gadyam, I thought maybe I should just give you a glimpse of this Gadyam today. Finally, on Shri Ramanavami Day, we will be reciting the entire Gadyam. So let me start with just reciting the first few lines of the Gadyam to introduce you to this wonderful work. And then I will get back to the rules of pronunciation, etc. very much in brief. Then we will learn the first few lines of the Gadyam today with the help of our panelists. श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रासध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः जय जय महावीर महाधीरधौर्येय देवासुर समर समय समुदित निखिल निर्जर निर्धारित निरवधिक माहात्म्य दशवदन दमित दैवत परिषदभ्यर्थित दाशरथि भाव दिनकर कुल कमल दिवाकर दिविशदधिपति रण सहचरण चतुर दशरथ चरमर्ण विमोचन कोसल सुता कुमार भाव कंचुकित कारणाकार कौमार केवि गोपायित कौशिकाध्वर रणाध्वर धुर्य भव्य दिव्यास्त्र वृंदवंदित प्रणत जन विमद विमथन दुर्ललित दोर्ललित तनुतर विशिख विताडन विघटित विशरारु शरारु ताटका ताटकेया जड़ किरण शकलधर जटिल नटपति मकुट तट नटन पटु विबुध सरिदति बहुल मधुगलन ललित पद नलिन रज उपमृदित निज वृजिन जहदुपल तनुरुचिर परम मुनिवर युवतिनुत कुशिक सुत कथित विदित नव विविध कथा मैथिल नगर सुलोचनालोचन चकोर चंद्र खंड परशु कोदंड प्रकांड खंडन शौंड भुजदंड चंडकर किरण मंडल बोधित पुंडरी कवन रुचि लुंटाकलोचन मोचित जनक हृदय शंकातंक परिहृत निखिल नरपति वरण जनक दुहितृ कुच तट विहरण समुचित करतल शतकोटि शतगुण कठिन परशुधर मुनिवर करधृत दुरवन मतम निज धनुराकर्षण प्रकाशित आरमेष्ट्य क्रतुहर शिखरि कन्दुक विहृत्युन्मुख जगदरुन्तुदजित हरिदन्ति दन्त दन्तुरोरोन्त दशवदन दमन कुशल दशशत भुज मुख नृपति कुल रुधिर झर भर भरित पृथुतर तटाक तर्पित पितृक भृगुपति सुगति विहति कर नत परुडिषु परिघ. So that was Balakanda, the first 20 lines or so of this wonderful kavyam. This was just to give you a sample of what a wonderful work we are beginning to learn. So when I shared with some of them the link for registration, the common question I got was, is this tough? Will we be able to learn? So the answer is yes, definitely we will all be able to learn. This is not hard. Like Bhagavan says in the Bhagavad Gita, Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate. So with abhyasa, constant practice, and with detachment, practicing as an offering to Bhagavan, definitely with constant practice, all of us will be able to achieve this and initially read it fluently and then also memorize it. And there are huge lines, so ideally we must be able to and chant or recite the entire line in one breath. We will get it with practice. But initially while learning, if you see, we have also mentioned these hyphens. So they are connecting when there are two words and they've been connected, then the entire line is in the form of a samasta padam. So ideally we should chant it in one breath, but even otherwise, even if we split, take a breath where there is a hyphen, that is okay. And again, I must thank Dr. Soumya Bhagini for doing this, so giving us these hyphens and identifying each word so accurately for us. So before we begin learning this Gadyam, very much in brief, I thought for those who are joining us for the first time for learning to recite or chant courses, maybe I should just give a very brief introduction to the letters, that is Varnamala in Sanskritam, so that if I use some terms, you will be able to understand. So those who have attended other learn to chant webinars like Vishnu Sahasranama, Lalita Sahasranamam, and Bhagavad Gita will already be familiar with this. So it would be like a recap for them. So this is the Varnamala chart. Varnamala is the garland of letters. So we have Swaraha, that is the vowels, Ayogavahaha, Anuswaraha, Visargaha, Jihvamuliyaha, Upadhmaniyaha. Then we have Vyanjanani, Vargiya Vyanjanani, that is grouped consonants, and Avargiya Vyanjanani, non-grouped consonants. We will not go into the details of each of these. I will just restrict myself to what is necessary to learn to recite this Gadyam. So in vowels, Swaraha, we have Hrasvaha, Dirghaha, and Plutaha. Hrasvaha refers to short vowels, that is those which require one matra kala. One matra kala is a unit of time. For example, when I say a, I, u, r, l, so that unit of time is called one matra kala. One common example is the time taken to blink your eyes once. So that is one matra kala, that is a comparison given. So the swaraha, the vowels which take one matra kala to be pronounced, are called hrasvaha. Dirghaha, two matra kalas, that is a, I, u, r, a, I, o, and au. So please note that a is always a dirgha in Sanskritam. So when we say Shriman Venkatanatharyaha, so it is not Venkata, it is Venkatanatharyaha. A is always a dirgha. And then we have Ayogavahaha, Anuswaraha is that is the dot above a, Visargaha, aha, the two dots, Jihvamuliyaha. Then for example, the one which is given here, antah karanam. When a visarga is followed by ka, say antah karanam. When we pronounce it together, we pronounce it as antah karanam. So that that sound which you hear instead of the visarga, that is Jihvamuliya. Upadhmaniya. When a visarga is followed by pa or pha, then there is an expulsion of air and you immediately close your lips. For example, tapah phalam or naguro paramam. So instead of the visarga, we have upadhmaniya. When this happens, whenever a visarga is followed by pa or pha. Then coming to Vyanjanani, this is very important as we will come across multiple Mahapranas while reciting any Sanskritam work. So Vargiya Vyanjanani, as the name suggests, they are grouped consonants. The first one is Ka Vargaha, Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha, Nga. So if you notice the second and the fourth letter while pronouncing Kha, Gha, we require more prana, that is more breath. Therefore, they are called Mahapranaha. The name itself suggests, which is why it is also a very good breathing exercise to chant, recite Samskrita, the works in Sanskritam. And the last letter, Nga, that is called Anunasika because you use the nasal tone or the help of the nose to pronounce. So whenever I say Alpa Prana, Mahaprana, please note Alpa Prana, that is Ka, G, Ch, J, T, D, T, D, P and B. These take less breath. Whereas the Mahapranas are K, G, Ch, J, T, D, T, D, P and B. So this difference has to be noted clearly. And the Mahapranas have to be differentiated while reciting. And of course, the last letters of each varga, nga, nya, na, na, ma, they are anunasikas. Avargiya Vyanjanani, we have ya, ra, la, va, sh, s, and h. In fact, when I say ya, it is actually combined with a swara. U plus a gives us ya. So here, these three letters, sh, and s. So let me say sha, and sa for your better understanding. These have to be differentiated while pronouncing. So sha as in Shankaraha, Shivaha, Shubham is different from Shanmukhaha, Shat, Shadananaha. Sha, you twist your tongue a little bit more than the first sha. So there is a slight difference in pronunciation and that has to be clear while chanting. So sha, sha and sa. Please note this difference while chanting. Then we also have something called dvitvam, which is a double sound. So just to give you an example of that, let me take a shloka which you heard here. Jayatyashrita santrasa dvanta vidvam sanodayaha. Jayatyashrita santrasa dvanta. So if you see there is santrasa dvanta, there is a slight extra dh heard before dvanta, dvitvam, as the name suggests, double sound. So that is very commonly found when we pronounce Sanskritam shlokas. And in the last line, Paramavyoma Bhaskaraha. So there is a difference between chanting it as Paramavyoma and Paramavyoma. If you see, you are having that stress before V. So that is Dvitvam. So these also have to be noted. Now, regarding splitting of Sandhi, etc., the way we come across, say, in chanting in verses like Bhagavad Gita, etc., we stop after each pada. But in this Gadyam, we have to chant the entire line at one stretch. So we don't really pause between the line. Of course, like I said, to take a breath, you might pause between two words. So we may not come across too many rules of Sandhi and Sandhi splitting while learning to chant this Gadyam, like we come across in, say, while learning chanting the Gita verses, etc. Those who have attended the classes will know. So I think this brief introduction should be enough for learning the pronunciation. As and when it is required, I will definitely guide you through the rules of pronunciation. So now let us begin with Guru Vandanam, that is salutations to the Guru. Could I request Aditi to please unmute and share her webcam? So I will be highlighting whenever there is a Mahaprana. For example, Guru Reva Gatir Gurumeva Bhaje. So when I highlight, it means that you have to use more prana there. It is a Mahaprana letter. So let us learn this. We will be commencing every class with this Vandanam, that is salutations to the Guru. Swagatam Aditi, Ram Ram Ram. Very happy to have you join us for this webinar.
Ram Ram Ram.
Aditi has been participating in many webinars, including the Gita webinar, and she has studied Sanskritam and Shlokas for many years in Gita Govinda Samskrita Sangha. Gurureva gatir gurumeva bhaje.
Gurureva gatir gurumeva bhaje. Gurureva gatir gurumeva bhaje.
Gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave.
Gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave. Gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave.
Na guroh paramam shishurasmi guroh.
Na guroh paramam shishurasmi guroh. Na guroh paramam shishurasmi guroh.
Matirasti gurau mama pahi guro.
Matirasti gurau mama pahi guro. Matirasti gurau mama pahi guro.
So please note the Mahaprana here, all of you. Bhaje. And here Nagurov Paramam. Like I just explained, here we have Upadmaniya Nagurov Paramam. Hope that is clear. Now we will repeat the verse. Guru Reva Gatir Gurumeva Bhaje. Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave. Na Guru Paramam Shishurasmi Guroho. Matirasti Gurau Mama Pahi Guru.
Gurureva gatir gurumeva bhaje. Gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave. Na guroh paramam shishurasmi guroho. Matirasti gurau mama pahi guru.
Dhanyavadaha Aditi. This verse, Mangalam, what we see here, this is a salutation to Vedanta Deshikacharya, Kavitarkika Kesari. So this is his very famous title. So Kavitarkika Simha or Kavitarkika Kesari, that is the king or like a lion among the poets and the exponents of Tarka Shastra. So he was also very famous as Sarvatantra Swatantra and skilled in all forms, all art forms, literary forms, etc. So let us begin by praying to Sri Vedanta Deshikacharya. Aditi, this verse also. Shriman Venkatanathāryah. Yes, sorry.
Shriman Venkatanathāryah. Shriman Venkatanathāryah.
Kavitarkika Kesari.
Kavitarkika Kesari. Kavitarkika Kesari.
वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे
वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे
सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि
सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि.
Yes, so here please note Shriman Venkatanacharya. Tha is Mahaprana. Kavitarkika Kesari Vedantacharya Varyo me Sannidhattam. Dha is Mahaprana. Sada Hridi. Di is a hrasva, that is a short letter. So please do not prolong it. Here Kesari is dirgha, it is a long letter. Whereas Hridi is hrasva, short. So please note that while chanting the verse. We will repeat the entire verse, Aditi. Shriman Venkatanacharyah Kavitarkika Kesari Vedantacharya Varyo me Sannidhattam Sada Hridi.
श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि.
Uttamam. Now we will learn the next verse. Jayathyashritasantраಸಧ್ವಂಸನೋದಯः Aditi.
जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रासध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रासध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः
प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या
प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या
परमव्योमभास्करः
परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः.
Yes, so here this entire half, that is first two padas, we should chant together. Jayatyashrita santrasadhvanta vidvamsanodayah. The and the are Mahapranas here. When I say pada, I mean 1/4. So this till santrasa is here, it's 1/4. So there are 4 quarters of 8 letters each in this particular verse. This verse, the first two padas, the first 2 quarters, we chant together. And next is Prabhavan. Bha is Mahaprana. Paramavyoma Bhaskaraha. Bha is again Mahaprana. Like I said in the beginning, Jayatyashrita Santrasa Dvanta. So Dvitvam before Dvanta. And Paramavyoma. So we chant, that should be clear. Paramavyoma Bhaskaraha. Stress V before Vyoma, Dvitvam there also. Now the entire verse, Aditi. Jayathyashrita santrasadhvanta vidvamsanodayah prabhavan sitaya devya paramavyoma bhaskaraha.
जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रासध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः.
Uttamam, Aditi Bhagini. Dhanyavadaha. Ishu, could you share your webcam and unmute, please? I think in the middle we lost your connection. I hope it is okay now, Ishu. We will learn a few lines because we just have 9 more minutes left. So we'll learn a few lines and then I will address some of your questions. So before we commence learning the Gadyam, the tune in which I recited in the beginning, that is based on Raga Arabhi for those who are into Carnatic music. But for the purposes of teaching, we will be following a simple tune so that you pick up the Gadyam easily. And though it would be based on the same raga itself, there will not be too many swaras and high and low and all that. So we will learn the Gadyam in simple tune. Later, I will also recite in with the tune. So whichever is easier for you, you could follow. It is a Gadyam. It can be recited in any raga. So if anybody wants to recite it in any other tune, that's also fine, as long as we keep the splitting of the words, etc. intact and don't make mistakes while pronouncing the words. So we will learn in simple tune, and I will be teaching at a pitch of G sharp, which is comfortable for me. But while practicing, you please practice in any pitch which is most comfortable for you. So you don't have to follow exactly the same pitch in which I am teaching also. So we will begin. Issue. Jaya Jaya Mahavira.
Jaya Jaya Mahavira, Jaya Jaya Mahavira,
Mahadhira Dhaureya.
Mahadhira Dhaureya, Mahadhira Dhaureya.
Yeah, so please note dha and dha Mahaprana. Mahadhira Dhaureya. This work is also called Shri Mahavira Vaibhavam. It starts with the words Jaya Jaya Mahavira. So victory, victory to Mahavira, the great warrior, Shri Rama. Now both these lines together. Jaya Jaya Mahavira, Mahadhira Dhaureya.
Jaya Jaya Mahavira, Mahadhira Dhaureya, Jaya Jaya Mahavira, Mahadhira Dhaureya.
Devasura.
Devasura, Devasura,
Samara Samaya Samudita.
Samara Samaya Samudita, Samara Samaya Samudita,
Nikhila Nirjara Nirdharita.
Nikhila Nirjara Nirdharita, Nikhila Nirjara Nirdharita,
Niravadhika.
Niravadhika, Niravadhika,
Mahatmya.
Mahatmya, Mahatmya.
So here we have multiple words. Devasura Samara Samaya Samudita Nikhila Nirjara Nirdharita Niravadhika Mahatmya. So here Kha is Mahaprana, Nikhila. Nirdharita, Dha is Mahaprana. Niravadhika, Dha is again Mahaprana. So now we will repeat maybe half of the line at a time. Devasura Samara Samaya Samudita Nikhila Nirjara Nirdharita.
Devasura Samara Samaya Samudita Nikhila Nirjara Nirdharita. Devasura Samara Samaya Samudita Nikhila Nirjara Nirdharita.
Niravadhika Mahatmya.
Niravadhika Mahatmya, Niravadhika Mahatmya.
Devasura Samara Samaya Samudita Nikhila Nirjara Nirdharita Niravadhika Mahatmya.
Devasura Samara Samaya Samudita Nikhila Nirjara निर्धारितनिरवधिकमाहात्म्य देवासुरसमरसमयसमुदितनिखिलनिर्झर निर्धारितनिरवधिकमाहात्म्य.
Uttamam. So I think today we will conclude with these 3 lines itself. So I will quickly repeat these 3 lines which we have learned today in the simple tune itself. Jaya Jaya Mahavira Mahadhira Dhaureya Devasura Samara Samaya Samudita Nikhila Nirjara Nirdharita Niravadhika Mahatmya. So these 3 lines let us practice today, and of course the shlokas which we learnt in the beginning. So our Mata Anantalakshmi Natarajan Mahabhaga blessed us for this webinar and also told me to give you a recap of whatever we learned in the previous class. So tomorrow I will start with this, repeat these lines, recite these lines, then we will move to learning the new lines for tomorrow. So quickly coming to the questions. Yes, some of you have asked if we will be sharing the script on the page. Yes, on the course page, it has already been shared. Like I said, in 6 different languages, the PDF could be downloaded by all of you. And what is the concept of a Gadyam? Gadyam means, like I said, it is prose. So it is not in the form of verses or shlokas, it is in the form of prose, therefore it is called Gadyam. And we are sorry, this course is not for explaining the meaning or explanation, so this would purely be a learn to chant to recite course. So in 9 days we will learn to recite this Gadyam, but we will not be having any explanation. And difference between Mahaprana and Dvitvam. Mahaprana is, like I said, the 2nd and the 4th letter of each varga. Here, for example, Mahadhira Dhaureya. Dha. There is a difference between the and dha. Here, this Devasura, this is the, whereas Mahadhira, that is dha. So that is the difference. Here, for example, Nikhila. You are using more of your breath to pronounce that letter. So that is called a Mahaprana. Again here, Niravajika. There's a difference in saying Deva and Niravajika. The and the. So using more of your breath, that is called a Mahaprana. Dvitvam is basically just the in pronunciations. I'm putting it in very simple terms without going into the Vyakaranam, etc. Just when you hear that double sound, for example, Paramavyoma, there is a difference when you say Paramavyoma and Paramavyoma. You have that second v being heard. That is Dvitvam. Dvi means 2 in Sanskritam, the double sound which you hear. It is not written there, but while pronouncing, we pronounce it that way. Word by word meaning, not in this course, but yes, I will definitely find out if there is any authentic version. And meaning also I will find out. I don't, this, like I said, this is not a course for meaning, but if we are able to provide, then yes, but otherwise this course is only for learning chanting. So on the course page, you will not have the meaning for now, but if you, as some of you have requested, we will see if we can find and guide you to any other source to know the meaning. Is complete Ramayana covered? Yes, Bhagini, this is a Sankshipta version, that is a concise version of the entire Ramayana, very concisely. Could you please upload this version where we have Sanskritam and English side by side? Yes, Bhagini, we will be doing that. So after today's presentation, we will be uploading this PPT in PDF. So you will be able to find Sanskritam and Devanagari side by side. Will the chart be available? yes, again, in the same presentation which will be uploaded, this chart also will be available. So I think I have answered most of the queries, I feel. In case there are any more queries, please write to us. And even audio clips, yes, the video will be uploaded after class. What does each number signify? Number signifies the line. Jaya Jaya Mahavagira is one Sambodhana, that is one addressing to Lord Rama. Mahadhira Thaureya is the second addressing. So that is the number. They are not shloka numbers. Like I said, shloka refers to a verse, whereas this is a gadyam. So this is a line, or say one Sambodhana, one addressing to Lord Rama. So I cannot call it a shloka, but these numbers signify different lines. There are around 94 lines. Thank you for the suggestions for having a course on the meaning, etc. We will definitely look into it. Whether participants will be allowed to chant? Yes. So after next class, today let us practice whatever we have learned in today's class. So after each class and whatever time is left, then you could raise your hands and you will be given an opportunity to chant. So Ananta Pranamaha to all of you. Dhanyavadaha, like some of you have said. Now we will conclude today's class. We have already gone beyond our time. So let us conclude with the last verse of this particular Gadyam. That is again a salutation to Vedanta Deshikacharya. Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunashaline Srimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dhanyavadaha. Thank you very much to all of you for attending. Thank you to our panelists also for today. In case of any queries, please do write to us, and we will meet tomorrow at the same time, that is 4 p.m. IST. And let us continue this yajna, this Vasanta Navaratri. Dhanyavadaha. Shvaha punar milamaha. We will meet again tomorrow. Ram Ram Ram.
Ram Ram Ram.
Ram Ram Ram. Ram 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 Bala Bharati Bhagini.
Bhagini Vaha.